For the professionals, this stage of the FISE World is a 5-star event of the WRS, the World Freestyle Rollerblade Circuit. It's an opportunity to accumulate points, not just for the International FISE Tournament, but also the World Championship. And for the spectators, it's above all a sure way to see the finest skaters of today. Amongst the finalists, the Australian CJ Wellsmore, current leader of the World Championship. The Frenchman Romain Godinez, the world #2 and current holder of the FISE World 2013 title. The Americans David Sizemore and Alex Brosco, true stars rarely seen at competitions. The very technical German Dominik Wagner. And finally, the Phoenix Julian Kudo, first place in the semi-finals. The riders go through in groups of 4 with a presentation run followed by a 5-minute jam session to showcase their skills. At the end of the jam, there is a last trick with 3 shots at a big figure. This format gives riders a chance to demonstrate both diversity and commitment to the sport. Following a series of fairly average runs, Dominik Wagner takes a big risk with one of the craziest tricks attempted throughout the entire contest. Despite an aborted first attempt, he lands his second on the railing 5 meters high. Truly incredible, a huge and very technical trick. Dominik, however, takes 6th place, but definitely sets the tone for this contest. At only 15 years old, Yuma Bourdouin is the youngest rider of the group. He's been noticed recently taking the slopestyle 2nd place at the FISE World Montpellier. Although finishing 9th, there are high hopes for his rollerblade future. Stefan Alfano is a true showman, a familiar face at the FISE alongside his big trademark tricks. The Frenchman puts in some seriously high-quality runs, finishing with an insane transfer attempt from the spine to the opposing transition. He doesn't stick it, but takes 5th spot, maintaining his 2nd place in the FISE overall rankings. Anthony Avea is something of a halfpipe specialist. At 30 years old, he's one of the most qualified on the circuit. True to his style, he puts on a very clean couple of runs with great amplitude, landing his legendary 540 Lukang and 540 flat spin, both to perfection. Anthony's only just missed out on the podium, finishing 4th. And as for CJ Wellsmore's speciality, lightning fast lines with massive tricks along the way, the Australian puts on quite a show. His style is totally varied and one of the few competitors that can use the wall with such diversity of attack. From the judges' perspective, varied use of the ramp, size, speed, the technicality and ease of execution are the primary criteria for the final score. CJ's a great example of all of those, helping him to take 3rd place by showing us just how crazy he is with his last trick. Taking away his 4th FISE World at Montpellier, Romain Godinez is defending his position as leader of the competition's overall rank. 6th out of the semi-finals, he really needs to pull off his run to fight his way back to the podium. Romain handles the pressure and puts on an incredible final run. He strings together a series of 720 and 540 rotations and uses his knack for big slides. That gets him 2nd place, and he maintains his leadership in the FISE World Series overall rank.
Yeah, exactly.
Julian Kudo is like the comeback king. He's been clocking up professional level podiums on international ramp and park competitions since the age of 13. After many months of recovery from various injuries, Julian's back on the international scene and on great form.
We are just the same.
Breezing through the semi-finals and into the finals, he's quite possibly the skater of the moment. With masterful and powerful runs, he's as much at ease in the air as he is on the coping. Julian finishes with his best trick, heavily inspired from BMX. After 2 attempts, he lands the backflip drop from the sub-box, a first that will stay etched in the records of inline for years to come, very much like this Andorran competition itself.
Every single day there are rollerbladers out there that are pushing their limits and pushing their sport without an industry to back them, with no money, no nothing. So if you want to know what passion is rollerblading, passion is FISE, and you just saw passion right here. This Dave Lang. I'm glad that I got to see you at the FISE. We'll see you next year.